Hi everybody, welcome back. This is your instructor for CIT 15. This is your week 1 announcement video. Now it's going to be somewhat similar to the video I included in your welcome letter, but I think redundancy actually for our beginning of our class and stuff is probably a good thing. So let's begin by going into the course materials folder. So I'm going to click on there. And in the course materials, we're going to zero in and focus on week 1. So if you notice that week 1 is from June 19th to June 24th. So let's go ahead and click into that folder. Once that folder comes up, you'll see three things: the weekly announcements, the Microsoft Windows module, which is basically your hands-on homework, and then the textbook reading and quizzes module. Okay. Under the weekly announcements, there are basically four things. The read these instructions first. That's just kind of a quick reference guide to some of the things that are in your course outline. Tells you how many times you can take the trainings, the assessments, the quizzes, the final. It's in every one of the weeks just to make sure that you had a quick reference to that information. Okay. The second thing is this announcement video. You probably already clicked on, and that's what you're listening to right now. The last thing are three fairly short videos. One is a tour of how trainings work. In this case, for this week, is going to be the Windows 10 trainings. And then a tour of the assessment. And the biggest difference between the trainings and the assessments, they're very similar. But this one teaches you. Trainings teach you how to do something. And so I don't record any of the grades. The assessment then assumes you've already learned it now, and then you're going to be graded on your ability to accomplish that task. Okay. And then finally, a tour of the e-text. A lot of people are not familiar with how e-readers work for textbooks. So all three of these are videos that I want you to watch. They're 5, 10, 15 minutes total, long, and it'll give you kind of a good feel as to, how to get your class going at the beginning of this semester or this summer session. Okay. Let's come back to the week 1 main page and take a look at the Microsoft Windows module now. This is the hands-on module. So every week you're going to have a hands-on module. Now, the hands-on module for week 1 is pretty light. We only have one training and one assessment. I'm going to go ahead and launch the training. Now, if you've watched the videos, or you will watch the videos, you'll get a kind of a feeling to what the simulation looks like. Even though you may not have Windows 10 on your computer, you'll get a simulated desktop. You'll have this dashboard. Now, I have a widescreen monitor, so my dashboard is here on the right-hand side. If you have a standard monitor, your dashboard is probably going to be here at the bottom. Okay. You're going to probably pay close attention to the learning aids. The learning aids is going to give you the watch and the practice and actually show you how to do these particular steps and tasks inside there. Okay. When you're done with that and stuff, you'll probably sometimes, I'm not going to finish it later, so I'll save for later. When you're ready to submit, you'll hit submit, and it'll actually score your activity. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and close out here. I'm not going to try to save or submit it and return back to my previous screen. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and try to launch the assessment. But when I launch the assessment, it says, oh, wait a second, you can't do it, because if you notice, it's only scheduled between June 19th to June 24th, and we're not there yet. That's why this particular one's not available. Perhaps by the time you watch this and stuff, it'll be already June 19th, and you'll be able to start working on it. Now, the Windows assessment, again, will look very similar to the trainings, not identical. It will not have that learning aid. You can take it a maximum of 3 times, and I'll keep your highest score. Okay? All right, let's go back to the week 1 main page again and take a look at the textbook module. Again, week 1 is very easy for the summer school. We just have one chapter. You start off by watching a narrated PowerPoint. Should last you 5, 10 minutes tops or whatever, somewhere in there. Get an overview of what's in the chapter. Then actually go into the e-text and read the chapter. The narrated PowerPoints are not going to help you answer the questions in the quiz. Okay, there's always going to be a 25-question quiz for every chapter that you need to complete. And again, notice that it's scheduled for that particular week. Okay. All right. So if I come back here now and get to my main course, I just want to remind you again on the course outline for this class, how busy the schedule is going to be. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we have to do. So if I open up this course outline, now some students will like to take this course outline and actually print it out on their home computer. Maybe they put it up on the refrigerator or something like that, or a bulletin board. But you can see that week 1 looks pretty light. But you get into week 2 and it's like, oh my Lord, okay, there's 4 chapter trainings and 4 chapter assessments, a hands-on video, and a hands-on word test, all on Microsoft Word in week 2. And there's 4 chapter quizzes, 25 questions each quiz, okay, to complete in that week. Week 2 and week 3 are going to look very similar, Week 4 and 5 are kind of divided in half, and then week 6 starts to prepare us for our final, which again, just remember, the final has to be taken before Thursday of that week. We don't have a full week that week. It's a partial week of the end of this course, okay? So again, a lot of people like to be able to see this as they go through. So hopefully that's given you a kind of a good overall idea of what to expect in this course and get you off to a good start for week 1. All right, bye-bye.